Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it may be for you. I am so excited right now to let y'all know this. For those who don't know, because a few of you may know, but for those who don't know, guess what? This is the season of victory for the underdog. Yes? Whoo, yes it is. Yes it is. And for those who might not understand what that is, it's one of those times, it's like everything about our lives, because we are spiritual beings, everything rolls in seasons. Just like you have the fall, winter, and all of that stuff. But it's a little bit different because it's dealing with on a spiritual aspect. But let me say this. Anyone who has been fighting any fight before October, after October to now, you should already have begun to see that you have become victorious in certain situations that you've been fighting in before October. If you haven't, that means that you probably have blocked or set in your mind that I'm not going to win this, I'm not going to be able to defeat this, I'm not going to be able to overcome this. But if you look at the trail, you will start seeing some changes, and it probably been blowing your mind like, whoa, I can't believe that happened. Oh, I can't believe this is going on. That's because you're in the season of victory for the underdog. Anyone who has had a battle after October, you should already see that you're winning it. You're winning it. You're winning it. Mainly if you have been considered or felt like the underdog. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to say I'm an underdog, because that means that they're not seeing you. How can I put it? Let me see. How can I put it? More or less like you're not seen as somebody who can win, somebody who has power, somebody who has authority, somebody who has strength, somebody who has endurance, zeal, somebody, even more importantly, somebody who has faith. So know that this is the season for the underdog, and it's nothing that you can't be victorious over. Nothing. Don't look at, well, I'm going into 2017, and this is a new year, and excuse me, and I'm going to do things different. Things are going to be different. You don't have to look at it like that, because God did say, don't think about what you should do on the next day, because it's not even promised to us. So even now in this day, know that there has been a shift. There has been a change. All of those people who's been getting over and doing underhanded things are no longer going to have that what appears to be power. Because first of all, the power that it seems like they have is not really the power that they have. Another thing, even with this presidency, President-elect Trump and all of these craziness that he's putting in office and appoint to his cabinet, come on. That just, if you think that's going to hold, and if you think that's going to just fly, and that's going to be what we're going to have for the next 4 years, you got another thing coming. You have to really pay attention. Pay attention. Because there's no way that this being the season of the underdog, that the Lord is going to let that go forth to a certain degree, but he needed to continue to a certain point because he needed to get our attention. He needed to draw our attention back on him as the one who's going to bring us out of these things. Not another man, not another woman, not another group of people, because they never have the power and authority to do those things, because these are spiritual entities that we're dealing with. Not just, don't keep looking at the flesh. Don't keep looking at the flesh. See, we get confused because we look at the flesh, and we might say, because of this group of people have been doing this, all of them do this. No, it's a spirit of the person. It's a spirit of the individual. So again, don't be sidetracked. Don't be put in a situation where you feel like nothing, I've been trying this, or I seen so-and-so go through this and it was just too much. Because the way your season will be, the way your trial will be, the way your journey will be different from theirs. But if you hold on to your faith in the Lord, if you have a relationship with God, I mean where you're talking to him, not just when you go through stuff, but just talking to him, have communication, and actually sit quietly and hear back from him. Because many times we'll sit there and we'll pray, and we'll pray, and we'll pray, we'll cry, we'll pour out, which we're supposed to do. But then we'll get up, and we do everything but sit and listen, see if he gives us an answer back. That's the same thing if I call you and I'm asking you a question, and before you get the answer, I hang up. Well, I didn't even wait to see if I got an answer. But the thing is, we have to put things in decency and order. And once we do, things will start happening. I have a couple other videos that's been out and then a couple others coming that shows that process that I'm talking about. This is the season. I started before mine started clicking in. Before the victory started clicking in, I started seeing it in other people, in other situations, on the TV, just out and about and hearing and listening to folk. I started seeing it, and I realized it's a pattern going on here. It's a pattern. Now, mind you, I was literally going through a living hell with this landlord and all these other management, everything that they've been trying to do because they don't want the tenant association here in this building. So because of that, they've been doing any and everything they can to get me out of here for the last 3 years. Okay? Been to court 5 victories, but this last one didn't come to November 29th. So between the last victory in February and the 29th, I'm telling you, it's been something. But in October, I started seeing it. I started seeing people being victorious who you wouldn't think would be victorious if you're looking at it in a natural eye. I started seeing it and I'm watching it, and I knew it was a pattern going on. And before mine came is when I heard the Lord say it. He said, this is the season of victory for the underdog. And sure enough, when November 29th came and my hearing came, it was an appeal that I filed. I didn't get an attorney. I actually declined the ones that wanted to do for me. I declined all of that because I said, I'm going to do this. Because a lot of times we feel like, I don't know the law or I don't know this, but that's when we go to studying. We go to look at like cases. We educate ourselves, and then we can do things. And that's what I did. I refused to have someone represent me this go round. But when I went into that courtroom, let me tell you something. And I'm not going into it because, again, the other video is going to talk about that. But just to let you know, I went into that courtroom against a high-powered attorney, well-known here in Maryland, down on Charles Street, a well-known and high-powered. And I went up against him with just me and the Lord and my angels that protected me. I went into that hearing that morning, only with 2 hours of sleep, trying to get all these documents together. Over 15, 20 pounds, it probably was more than that, worth of paperwork that I had to carry. I'm not back on the road yet, so I had to catch the bus to the light rail and walk in the rain with a rotator cuff tear. I hadn't eaten anything, haven't had anything to drink. But at the end of a 5 hour hearing, I came out victorious. Woo-hoo! Ooh. Oh, sorry. Woo, other video. Okay. I came out victorious. And the reason why I wanted to give you that tidbit is because when I walked down to that courthouse, I said, Lord, I am tired. I feel weak. I feel vulnerable. But I'm not going to look at this as a negative. I'm going to look at this as a positive, meaning that you can work through me and I cannot possibly get in your way. So if this thing goes forth and not postponed, because I thought they probably were going to postpone it like they tried to pull it off the last time, Lord, I need you to work through me. I'm giving you full access to me. And he did such a thing. I'm telling you, I walked out of there, but it was so weird because I was so blown away by the whole thing that I could not even smile about it until day 5, after the victory had already happened. Because everybody was like, oh, just to celebrate this and this and that. I didn't feel that was that type of celebration. Because when you've been fighting for a while, you have to really understand why you're fighting. And the fight that I've been going through is not just for me. It's dealing with any and every renter in Maryland, and may even pass beyond that for other people to see what was going on. So by day 5, when I fully got a grasp of what that victory was and what it was for, and it was way beyond me and just my situation with these people, then I was able to smile. Because I realized the Lord started showing me different things about what I went through, about what happened at court hearing, about what came about and what was exposed. That other people, regardless to what state, what city, where they are, can use that. They can use that as an instrument to be victorious too. So again, when we're going through something, we got to hold steadfast. We have to find ways to distract our thoughts, because see, the enemy can't do nothing but put stuff in your brain. He'll give you that thought. You ain't gonna win this. You know you're tired. What you gonna be able to do? You don't know what you're doing. All of these different things. But we have to be able to address them at the time that these things are coming through. Like, no, I might not know what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead and study this so I will know. Yeah, I am tired, but make sure I get some sleep so I'll be good to go. So we always got to combat that. We always got to combat that. But I'm telling you, this is the season of victory for the underdog. So please, 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 don't allow yourself to miss victory. Don't allow yourself to miss your victory because it's here, it's present. How long this season is going to go, I don't know. It could be another month. It could be another 6 months, another year, 2 years. I have no clue. But all I know, this is the season that we're in. So if you have been fighting, if you have been battling, if you have been going through, whether it's internal, whether it's external, whether it's dealing with you personally, whether it's dealing with somebody else messing with you, whether it's dealing with a corporation, whether it's dealing with a neighbor, whatever it may be, take your stand your ground. We gotta be ignorant. Did I say ignorant? We don't have to be ignorant about it, but we have to stand our ground. We have to hold on to our faith first and foremost. We have to stay in communication with the Lord. He gives us instructions on how to move. We gotta summon the angels that's there to protect us. When we leave out the house, don't just leave the house. Tell your angel, hey, I need y'all to protect our home. One of y'all come with me and protect me while I'm out here. Be very detailed in what you need. We're not here to use them, but we're here to make use of what they have to provide to us. So again, I'm telling you, this is the season. Please do not let it pass by. If you know someone is going through, let them know. This is the season of victory for the underdog. All we have to do is watch. Watch everything that's going on. Watch everything that's going on, and you will see it. It's undeniable. You will see it. Open mind up. Don't set your mind thinking, I've been going through this for so long. I'm going to be victorious. I'm going through this thing with these land for 3 years. Been victorious 5 times in the land. That's when the court cases started clicking in. And the last time, I took them to court because they put these fake cards on my account. I took them to court. They didn't take me. And guess what? I won. Long process because it's a lot of underhandedness when you deal with court system, but you got to stay steadfast. Because I never went in the lower court. It's something go down there, but I never went in the lower court. But I'm always prepared to go to higher court. And I always win a higher court. Why? Because the morals are different. The spirit is different. The atmosphere is different. And that's how I work. So I got to go higher court, then a higher court from there. So be it. Got to make sure to build my strength up. But now that I'm in this, man, I'm telling you, I'm digging deep. I'm digging deep. I got my running shoes on and anything that I need to finish been unfinished. It's going to finish in the season. It finishes in the